Smoky, Binghamton area. The smoke is coming down from Canada, where there are an estimated 200 or more. Oh, there's a demolition project going on over there. Anyway, where there's an estimated 200 or more wildfires burning in Canada right now. So that's where all the smoke is coming from. And it's actually so bad that various health agencies are recommending people who already have existing conditions stay inside, and that in general people avoid strenuous activities outdoors. In fact, I don't know why, but I'm driving with my windows down. Probably not a great idea. Should probably close them. I think I'm gonna do that. But anyway, if you're just joining the live stream, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, as it really helps the channel out. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this on video, but it is so smoggy and hazy out here. Like, the tops of the hills in the distance are barely visible over the Tompkins Street Bridge here. And, you know, just in general, it doesn't feel nice to be outside today. But let me know down in the comments where you're watching from and how bad the smoke is in your area. As far as I can tell, it appears that it affects everywhere in the Northeast. Seems that we're getting it a little bit worse than other areas, though. Howdy neighbor, says Floyd. Howdy Floyd, how you doing? Thanks for watching. You're in Binghamton as well, yep. Yeah, it's not nice out today, which is kind of upsetting because all appearances, it looked like it was going to be a decent week weather-wise. Temperatures weren't too crazy hot. But then you got all this smoke kind of just choking everything out. Yeah, it does smell pretty bad. It smells like a bonfire. I was thinking about having a bonfire this week, but after all this smoke, I don't know that I need to. Hammondsport, New York is real bad, says Joyce. I hope I'm saying this right. Box Rock, I'm driving, I can't really read the names, but 6.2 million acres have burned. Yeah, I heard something similar to that as well. You know, it looks kind of doomy and apocalyptic out today. Floyd is watching from Endwell. Endwell is where I'm headed, so you'll get to enjoy the ride too. Downtown Binghamton, pretty fogged in, schmogged in, I guess you would call it. It's not really fog, it's smoke. Guess I'll go down the Parkway for you guys. Or you know what? Maybe we'll go down Riverside. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if there's a particular route you want me to take. Imagine Canada just gets burned. And I say back in my day we had Canada. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Canada's like our hat. We can always buy a new hat, right? Just kidding. Sorry to all the Canadians watching. Eric Snow says Riverside. Yeah, I think that's the way I'm going to go. Because chances are if I go down the Parkway, Verizon's going to lose this live stream on me. The Vestal Parkway has horrific cell service, so I don't know that I should take a gamble. But yeah, we'll go down the Parkway does have cool things though. Yeah, you know, I've noticed since this afternoon it has lightened up a little bit, but it's still pretty crappy. Holiday Inn in front of us. I think the video also doesn't really do the color of the air justice right now. That brand new parking garage is off to our right over there. If you look at the hills above Westover, look a little bit easier. I mean, yeah, they look a little lighter than earlier, but it's still terrible. Brand new beer tree downtown, off to the left. I'll try to dodge as many of these potholes as I can for you guys. Yeah, hey, thanks. Yeah, it's been fun watching the Oakdale Mall kind of morph into what it's becoming. I wonder how the prices are going to be in that Dick's House of Sport. They're probably pretty expensive. I think they put like $20-30 million into the building. So it'll be interesting to see what prices end up looking like. So this is corner of Riverside and Front Street. This Toyota SUV is kind of in the way, but there's like a really historic looking old church building that's now called the New Heights Ministries. Boxo rocks with the $2 super chat. Been a big fan for a while. Don't stop making video. I don't plan on stopping. Excuse me while I cough a minute. Charles Knight, clear here in Florida, no smoke today. Yeah, you and your Florida. That's all right. At least we're not slowly sinking back into the ocean. Anyway, box of rocks. I don't plan on stopping making videos. It is kind of challenging sometimes. I don't get to put out nearly as many videos as I would like to. I work full-time. I have 2 kids and a wife and a dog and a cat, so my time is a little preoccupied. A lot of these videos end up getting edited at like 11 o'clock at night, so sometimes I don't always hit the mark on my editing skills, but I usually get there. Anyway, I wonder what it's like in Canada. I mean, if the smoke is this bad here, what's the smoke like there, you know? What's it like up in Canada? Box of Rocks says, I'm fine with the amount of videos. Anything is great. Yeah, I try. My goal that I kind of have in my head is to put out at least a video a week. I have this channel, and then I also have my upstate speed test video. I like the wireless business in general. I like following it. I was a part of it for a decade. I did sales for a Verizon retail company, so it's just kind of a fun industry to follow. It's so dynamic and changes so quickly that I ended up making another channel, basically just dedicated to wireless and technology. So that, that channel and this channel, I try to do 1 video a week. Here comes an ambulance. No shocker there. We're right next to the hospital. Thanks a lot, Floyd. I think the smoke drifted here. Canada mostly just gets straight up fire. Yeah, I think they do. I think you're right. I picture Canada as being like a cold wonderland. My favorite wireless provider, that's a hard one. Verizon definitely has the highest number of cell sites in our area, which means you're usually almost always going to have a strong connection. But where they're lacking is in speed. There's a lot of times, especially in Vestal, where Verizon just has so many subscribers they can't seem to keep up, and they don't have enough wireless spectrum to meet demand, at least not until C-band comes online. The whole game is going to change here in a couple months. Verizon's been going around to all the cell sites and adding C-band equipment they call it 5G ultra wideband, and that should be getting turned on here. There's already one tower with it on next to the highway in the north side of Binghamton, north and east side, I guess you would call it. T-Mobile has their mid-band deployed across the entire area, and you can easily hit 300 to 700 down on most of T-Mobile's cell network here in the area, but they don't have quite as many sites as Verizon does, so you may occasionally come across a spot well, I shouldn't even say they don't have as many. They don't have as many small cells as Verizon. Verizon has littered the area with small cells, and T-Mobile doesn't. So when you have their ultra capacity, which is almost everywhere, it's really, really fast, and you can do pretty much anything you can think of. I mean, you're talking half a gig speeds on, are not that hard to find. So it's good. And AT&T, AT&T can get a little slow sometimes. AT&T just doesn't seem to really be doing as much as the other two. It seems to be all about Verizon and T-Mobile, at least in our area. And AT&T's just they haven't done a whole lot in the area, it seems like. I mean, AT&T has their low-band 5G turned on, but they don't have any mid-band. And when you're talking low-band 5G, your speeds are pretty much going to be similar to LTE. It's more or less, I don't want to say it's just for marketing, but it kind of is. I mean, you get on a mid-band connection. So my favorite wireless provider, I would have to go with Verizon #1 and T-Mobile #2 overall. Verizon, when you travel to bigger cities like Syracuse, Buffalo, down in Jersey, New York City, you're going to find some millimeter wave, and millimeter wave is like a whole step above mid-band 5G. It's really short range, so you pretty much have to be within line of sight of a millimeter wave node in order to get that connection. But, I've gotten speeds over 3 gigabits per second when I have millimeter wave on Verizon. So Verizon's probably the most dynamic and interesting carrier, but T-Mobile's not far behind these days, which is crazy, because years ago I used to make fun of T-Mobile. They were kind of a joke, and now they've, especially after the Sprint merger, they've turned around their whole persona. I'm dropping a little bit. It'll come back. We're getting out of Riverside, and Riverside has small cells all down it. I'm on Verizon right now. I could switch to T-Mobile if I needed to, but but yeah, I run all 3 providers just for the purpose of that channel I created. I don't know if I'll keep AT&T. It's yet to be seen, but it's nice having choices when your connection becomes a problem. So anyway, we're getting on 201 here, and the smoke definitely seems a little bit better than it was earlier, but it's still pretty smoky. We're passing Gowdy Station over to the left, which the demolition kind of paused on Gowdy, and it's just sitting there half demolished. So right now, straight ahead, you'd be looking at Reynolds Road and that area. Yeah, the sun was pretty red yesterday. You're up near the airport. You can see the smoke rolling up the airport road. Yeah, it really is, and you can definitely smell it. I mean, it straight up smells like a bonfire. There's no way around it. Looking down at Harry L. Drive and the Aldi's right now. But yeah, CM, you can definitely smell the smoke. You can see the hospital expansion straight ahead there. We're getting on Interstate 86 here, Route 17. I think that's a great shot straight ahead with the kind of the rolling hills there, and definitely hazed up real nice. I was on Twitter earlier today and I looked up a couple photos of the Canadian wildfires, and they all seem, you know, I thought in my head I had a picture that it was like one big wildfire, but it's not. It's like 200 or 300 individual fires. And I think like less than 20% of them are contained or being, you know, severely fought. Can't really say I'm surprised though. It's been extremely dry lately. Yeah, it's one of these situations where you almost wish there was like a big hurricane or something. Boxo Rock says there are 400 fires. Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild. So in any case, the other big news story lately is Apple's new reality creation product. It's incredibly cool. I mean, you can put your entire desktop experience into virtual reality and resize and open windows like across your space, and even watch movies in 3D, like within your room. So it's really cool. But anyway, still dropping. Hopefully it won't skip. Yeah, I'm in between cell sites right now. In fact, I can see the Verizon site coming up in the distance, so it should get stronger again. In Alberta, they had 92 separate fires. Yeah, wow. That's crazy. I mean, we just need rain, you know? Canada needs rain. If I had money, I would buy it, but I don't have $3,500. Yeah, $3,500 is what my MacBook that I use to edit on mostly, it's about what that ran, and that was ridiculous in price too, but, you know, it's a powerhouse, so eventually it'll come down. Someday we'll all be having VR headsets on and, you know, not talking to anybody like we do now. But anyway, the abandoned McDonald's is right off to our right over there. Hopefully it turns into something someday. The feed should be a lot better now. I'm showing 3 out of 4 bars of LTE for Verizon, so it should be much better at this particular moment. Famous Endwell Motel. No littering, no dumping, and they have vacancy. Awesome. Yeah, look at that. Look at that orangish glow in the sky over there. Anastasia says, about to pass me. Well, beep beep, hello. We even need rain in SoCal. Haven't seen rain in over 6 weeks. Yeah, everything's turning brown around me too. It's not good. That's for sure. Passing the Riverhurst Cemetery to the left, and Tony's Italian Grill coming up on the right. So after you're done smoking and choking on the air outside, you can go get a pizza. This part of Main Street used to be incredibly bumpy for like years and years, and they 2 summers ago or 3 summers ago now, they finally got around to repaving it. But we'll see how long it lasts. We're now crossing into the Village of Endicott line. Trying to keep this live stream going a little longer for you guys, so I'm kind of taking a roundabout way to my destination. But boy, down the street there, you can see a lot of smoke in the distance. That's the edge of Round Top. The ghetto of Endicott. Town's perfect. What can I say? Actually, you know what I think we'll do? I don't know if there's going to be a good view up there or not, but I'm going to take you guys up to the top of Round Top, and then we'll look down into the valley and kind of see what the smoke looks like from up there. So definitely stick around, and I'll get you guys one of the best views in the area. UE High School is going to be losing power tomorrow for 6 hours. Huh. Jim, Jim Stand, I didn't hear that. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more? I did not hear that they were going to be losing power. I see the cars over here from the simulated DWI. Every year around prom time, they do a simulated DWI crash, and they even landed the helicopter like they did they did that when I was in school there. That was pretty cool. Well, cool from a learning aspect, not cool from like an actually happening kind of sound. Zach says I'm following you. Really? You are? Like behind me in a car? Like in anyway, but you know. I think what Zach was trying to say is that he's subscribed to the channel. There's the brand new Burn Dairy right over there. You know, their food is delicious, but their gas prices aren't always the cheapest. I wouldn't say they're outrageously more expensive than other gas stations. They're just usually not like cheapest price. Box of Rocks says it's lost. What's lost? Hopefully not the feed. Oh yeah, so it might actually be the feed. A little bit better here for you guys. Verizon just upgraded the Sky Island Drive cell tower to 5G, and it's kind of clashing with the other towers that are not. Hopefully the connection's better now. Yeah, Box of Rocks, it's going to be lost. It lost for a second, but it should come back. Yeah, Kristen, I'm sorry. The connection on Verizon is a little bit dumpy in Endicott right now because of work they're doing on the cell tower, or work they did on the cell tower, or how should I put it? Work they're doing on the network in the area in general. But I switched providers, so it should come back and it should stay stable. So we're headed up Round Top right now, and we'll see if we can get you guys to one of the best views in the area and see what it looks like with all this smoke and fog going on. It's a big hill to climb. I know the top of Round Top is about 1,200 feet above sea level. Boy, the roads up here are real rough. rough. So you can kind of see down in the valley over here. Yeah, look at all that smoke. All right, the gate's open, so we should have no trouble getting up here. What do I think of the south side? South side of Binghamton's real nice. So let's see if we can see down in the valley over here. Yep. Straighten out a little bit. Yeah, look at that view. Look at that view. On a normal day, it's actually a really impressive look. If I change the thumbnail on this video, it's going to be the view from up here. I mean, that's crazy. You can barely see the valley, like down in the streets. And you definitely can't see to Binghamton. Let me, I'm going to take you guys out of the window holder real quick here. Oh God, you can really smell it. Look at the sun. Look at that. That's wild. It's definitely something. Look at that. CM says we lived on Vestal Avenue in the 60s. Wow. This place must have been booming back then. Look at that. I can see the river. The green bridge is right in the center of the frame there. It is a nice park. It's way up on top of a hill. Rumored to be a former Indian burial ground. Just kidding. That's probably not true. Definitely feels like I'm at a campfire with the smoke. Take you guys over to this new little area they built over here. So like I said earlier in the video, let me know down in the comments how it looks in your area. A couple of you have done that already. So yeah, there's the river. Matt says, thanks for the videos, Frank. You're welcome. You're definitely welcome. So usually you can see almost down to the Target Plaza and like where Walmart is and stuff. Not today. Not today. And there's UE High School down there. We just passed it earlier in the video in the Boys and Girls Club. Although now it's like the Family Center. Man, you really get a good perspective on just how smoky it is. Anyway, so in a couple easy ways you guys can help support the channel. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Click subscribe on the video if you're not already. And there's also links down in most of the video descriptions, although I don't think I put them in this one. But anyway, yeah, thanks for keeping us up to date on stuff back home. You're welcome, CM. You're definitely. Sorry if it's shaky. This was kind of an impromptu video. I don't really have a tripod with me. But anyway. So we'll go back to the car now, and I'll do a little more driving for you guys. There's a cool little path here that'll take you down to the streets from the top of the hill here. Scenic Overlook Picnic and Hiking Trail. You can see the park area over there. Like, there's no real storms in the area or anything coming our way, but it's still pretty windy. Box of Rocks says, love chatting, might see you around sometime today, might go to Best Buy. I love Best Buy, but I can't go in there because every time I do, I'm ended up tempted to spend a couple $1,000s on electronics that I don't really need. But anyway, Box of Rocks also says, or I'm sorry, Floyd says you have better coverage of our area than the local news. You know, I think the local news is just understaffed, to be honest. Matt says JC near the mall, can barely see up the hill, up Reynolds Road. Air quality is above 200 now. Yeah, it's real bad. Down there, Press says we haven't had smoke like this since 2002. Wow, that's pretty incredible. There's the McKinley Avenue Bridge, which you can just barely make out in the smoke. So anyway, let me head back to the car now. I'll strap you guys back in. The best I can here. Zoom in a little bit so you guys don't have to look at the window holder. There we go. Yeah, Kristen, that's wild. If it's been that long since we've had this kind of smoke, that's quite crazy. Wonder what the wildfires were like back then. I wonder what was the cause, you know? Well, hell, heck, I wonder what the cause was of these wildfires. Did you see what happened next to that area? I forget the name of the street, sorry, with Hayes Express Kitchen, Dunkin', and Domino's crime scene trucks there for like 8 hours. I didn't hear anything about that. That's interesting. Wonder what happened there. Somebody's got to teach these Canadians to stop smoking, man. They're smoking everybody up. Just kidding. Sorry for the shakiness. This road is incredibly bumpy. I'm sure it's not high on the paving priority list. Chad asks, Frank, do you have any merch? Interesting question. I thought about making a merch store. I just I haven't had time, I just really haven't. Yeah, I think it would be cool to have some kind of merchandise. I always thought it'd be interesting to have a, like shirts or hats that say Binghamton is ... cloudy. Like Ithaca is gorgeous. Binghamton's cloudy. And Smoky, apparently. That's just how we roll. So anyway, we're cruising down Main Street here, and we're gonna head up North Street, I believe, or maybe Franklin. We might go up Franklin. Transmission is unstable due to a weak network connection. Awesome. Am I out in the intersection? Whoops. Mount St. Helens, wow. Mount St. Helens, wow. Jupiter Games. I might have been there at one point. Connie says I went walking, had to come home. Asthma got me good this afternoon. Yeah, I've been coughing and wheezing a little more than usual, but that's probably to be expected. Probably to be expected. Oh, look at that. I got a protected left turn, finally. So anyway, we're going down Nanticoke Avenue now, and coming up on the left side here, you're going to see the site of that horrific house fire the other day. I posted a real quick video that someone sent me from the scene. Yeah, look at that. That's wild. Apparently the place went up really, really quickly, and my kids' t-ball game got canceled this afternoon because it's just too smoky. We're on Nanticoke Avenue now. I'm sorry, we're on Franklin Street, headed up the north side. I got places to be, so I gotta go. But yeah, this is an unprecedented smoky day in the southern tier, or somewhat unprecedented anyway. Definitely a unique day. That's for sure. But I thought I'd do this live stream to you know, keep everybody up on what's going on who aren't here anymore, and give people a platform to talk. Chad, I have to stop and pick my kids up at daycare, but we're gonna be close to Endwell. We're gonna be very close to Endwell. Don't trip on any sandbags. Yeah, that's happened before. You know, I honestly forgot all about that. $16 and $18. Wow, so you really have your hands full. Straight ahead, those dock doors over there is the brand new battery facility, and it gets bigger around the corner here. You just can't quite see it. Robin Hayes says, are you covering the Italian festival on the north side this weekend? Father used to work in the building on your left. Yeah, you know, it's weird. They started painting it, and then they just took all the equipment away and stopped. And now it looks like a cow. Yeah, so I'm going to try to go to St. Anthony's field days this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to do a video about it, or if I should just do a live stream. I don't know. Maybe I'll do one or the other. I'm not quite sure. Haven't really thought about it yet. Maybe I'll do, maybe I will do a video. It's a good idea. Geoffrey Martin says, hey. Well, hey, how are you? Oh, look at this. They got the tent up. All right, well, here you go. Here's your video of the St. Anthony Italian Fest right here. Just kidding. But there it is. There's the tent going up. Looks like they got all the lights in already. This is the first year in a long time they're going to be doing this. I think it's been like 2 or 3 years. Yeah, it's been quite a while since they had it. Definitely looking forward to the pizza free. That's for sure. Not that I should be eating it, but I'll look forward to it. We're at McKinley and Jenkins now. Robin just says yes. I assume that's related to the pizza free, but I'll reserve judgment. Well, guys, I gotta call it quits. This is the end of the line for me, but it's been a great 46 minutes with you guys. And next time there's a giant natural disaster, I'll do another live stream. Seems to be the only way I do it. Frank, your channel kicks butt. Be safe with your kiddos, please. As always, of course. Well, guys, just another friendly reminder to give the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and as always, there's other ways to support the channel as well. Usually they're down in the video description, although I think I forgot it on this one. But anyway, have a great night, guys. Take it easy, and maybe I'll see some of you guys at the Italian Fest this weekend. Peace.